In 2012, Mark Zuckerberg made a decision that was so confident and expensive that today it's considered the biggest gamble in tech history. A gamble that wiped over $300 billion in value. And Meta may never recover from it. And the scariest part? At the time, it seemed like the only move they could make. To understand how Meta ended up here, you have to remember what Facebook was. By 2019, Facebook wasn't just a social network. It was the internet for billions of people. They had Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. If you wanted attention online, Facebook owned the pipeline. Mark Zuckerberg had already won the game that most founders dream of winning. But that's when everything started to fall apart. The problem wasn't competition. It was time. Younger users were leaving. Growth was slowing. Engagement was flattening. And then came TikTok. TikTok didn't just compete with Facebook. It rewired how people consumed content. Shorter, faster, and addictive. Facebook and Instagram tried to copy it, and none of it worked. Mark Zuckerberg realized something terrifying. Facebook wasn't dying, but it was becoming irrelevant. That's when Mark Zuckerberg made the decision that would define Meta's future. He didn't pivot the company. He bet the entire company. Facebook would no longer be a social media company. It would become the future of the internet, the metaverse, a digital world where people would work, socialize, shop, and live inside virtual reality. And Meta was willing to spend anything to get there first. Over the next few years, Meta spent money at a scale the tech world had never seen. Tens of billions, every single year, on VR hardware and virtual worlds, on a future that didn't exist yet. By 2023, Meta had burned over $300 billion chasing the metaverse. Investors panicked. Employees were laid off, and Wall Street lost faith. Meta's stock collapsed, and suddenly, the most powerful social media company in the world looked lost. The problem wasn't vision. The problem was timing. The metaverse required too many things. Things such as expensive hardware, long attention spans, and behavior humans simply weren't ready for. People didn't want to live in VR. They wanted faster content on the phones they already owned. Meta tried to skip 10 years into the future, and the world refused to follow. Here's the part most people miss. Meta can slow spending, refocus on AI, and rebuild trust. But they can never get back the time, the money, or the momentum they lost. That $300 billion wasn't just cash. It was belief. And once belief is gone, it's almost impossible to buy back. Meta is still one of the most powerful companies on Earth. But for the first time, they're chasing the future instead of defining it. And the question isn't whether the metaverse will ever exist. It's whether Meta bet everything on the wrong decade.